So first, you gotta act like you're happy to be here. And you look up there, yeah, right? You're smiling. So welcome back to an extra special episode of Walkin' Talkin with Tim. So today's guest is the one and only Bill Hoffman he's the president and CEO of Hoffman Exterminating, right?
That's correct.
If you've ever seen Bugsby, which I'm sure you have, which we'll get into, you'll know exactly who Hoffman is and who Bill is.
Right.
So I want to jump right in and have my first question be, first of all, a little backstory, right? So
Right.
Bill's born and raised in Jersey. He's from Winona. In fact, he just said, what was it, Pine Haven, right?
Pine Acres.
Pine Acres. I know where it is. I just can't say it, right? Anyway, so that's where Bill grew up, and he went to Deptford High School.
Correct.
Which ironically, Bill will probably explain that's where the colors for Hoffman Exterminating came from.
That's correct.
And it's not because of the Pittsburgh Steelers.
No.
It's because of Deptford High School.
That's correct.
Good stuff. Anybody who knows that gets it, right?
That's a great color with B. Black and gold, right?
And the B. Of course, the B is important, right?
Yes.
So anyway, so Bill was talking to me and he was telling me about this, and you've told me about this before actually, about, you know, humble beginnings and some of the things that you've done. So kind of tell them a little bit about where you started and what you did in the beginning, how you got started.
So ironically, going to Deptford High School, Bob Exley was one of my teachers, and one of my first jobs was working on Bob Exley's farm. Both his father's farm, which is a pig farm. So those of you who know Deptford's known for pig farms. So we had pig farms and we had landscaping and nursery. So that was kind of my first exposure into working on a farm and, you know, getting exposed to rats and all kinds of cool things.
Rats.
But, you know, Bob was one of those guys that ran a great business. His father as well. Showed me a lot of things in early stages about how to run a great business. Very organized. Everything was down to, you know, nuts and bolts and systems and processes. Also was a teacher, so it was good to have it on both stages. From there, hey, listen, I worked locally. I pumped gas locally, and you know, when the family had owned A&M cold cuts back in the day, so made deli, made togies, sliced meat, and in fact, a lot of our people that work for us now came from the A&M cold cuts.
I've had a lot of sandwiches from A&M
Yep.
cold cuts when I was a kid.
Yep. So, you know, got an opportunity to start in pest control as an apprentice when I was 17 years old for a national company. Decided that it's got to be better than the pig farm and pumping gas, and took a shot and stayed there about 10 years, and then decided that I was going to start something on my own. So back in 1990, with a son, with about a 1-year-old son, decided, why not? Let's start a business. So that's when the Hoffmans was started, and we actually started right in Mantua and been there ever since.
You know, ironically, when I started my business, my daughter was also 1 year old.
Perfect.
And I was right in Woodbury Heights, not too far from you.
That's right.
So, you know, so once you start, you got things rolling and get the business moving to now, let's fast forward to, like, you know, go through all the years of the hard work and things that you've done to build the business, because I know you've been building quite a big business at this point.
Yes.
So at this point, how well is that business doing, and what's the culture like at Hoffman? Because we talked a little bit about that, and I wanted you to kind of touch on, you know, your culture is really important because you do a lot of charity.
Correct.
So tell the folks that are watching about some of the charity work that you're doing, who you're working with, and how valuable that is to you and your staff.
So, you know, this business is built in a family culture. When we started the business, I said, listen, I'm doing a lot of work. I'm in families and friends' houses and businesses. As we start growing, I said, how do I find people that I would trust going into family and friends? So this culture was, find somebody that you would send into your grandmother's house. And that's what we started doing. So we started building that team. And that team was very easy to get involved in charities because they were engaging. They wanted to go to, you know, prepared meals at the Ronald McDonald House, or they wanted to do programs with the autistic kids, or they wanted to do anything in their community. We sponsored all the little leagues. We went to the little league field. So it was easy because the team was really engaged in that. So as we started growing, we got more sophisticated. We became a premier partner with the Ronald McDonald House.
Exciting.
Yep. We got real engaged in the New Jersey autistic programs. In fact, you know, in 2 weeks, we'll be doing the Beach Bash up in Belmore, New Jersey, where they bring professional surfers in to teach kids with autism how to surf.
Are you going to surf?
Won't surf.
Come on.
Not now, not anymore. There's not enough lifeguards to save me. Don't want to be a discoverer, but that's some of the things we're doing, and the team that we're building is so engaging, and I think that's why people are coming to Hoffman's, and that's why we're not having a hard time hiring people, even though it's a market that people just can't find good people.
Yeah.
We're not having that problem because I think we're giving them more than just a job. We're giving them an opportunity, a career path. We're also giving them opportunities to embrace some of these charities, and they feel good about giving it back. And we let them not just get engaged, but participate.
Right.
Select, maybe come up with another one.
Like an idea, right?
Correct. So all the offices kind of come up with an idea, maybe a food drive. Right now, a couple offices are doing back-to-school backpacks, and each office has their own little thing, and it's exciting to watch them to spearhead it, and they're spearheading. Recently, we became a partner with Philadelphia Eagles,
which is extremely exciting.
Prior to that, we still have a great relationship with the Philadelphia Union, and recently we just signed with the Philadelphia Flyers as a partner. And these partnerships are so important to us because we learn from them, they learn from us. And the only reason we selected these partners is they each have a driving charity. With the union, they have an academy. They teach these kids how to play soccer. They also sponsor the Chester Soccer,
Right.
which doesn't exist. Those kids get to play on a union field. High
Right.
school kids, awesome. With the Philadelphia Eagles, had the pleasure of just doing the Autism Foundation walk.
I saw it.
Terrific. And with the Flyers, we're going to be very engaged in the fight for leukemia.
Which
So
is
great causes.
it's a lot, actually.
It's a lot, and we push our people, and push them a little bit hard, but we don't have a problem when we say, hey, listen, we got an event Saturday and Sunday. And we get people out there, and they give their times, and we engage their families. We bring their whole crew out.
That's because it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is fun to help out and give back. I mean, I think once people do it once,
Yep.
it's addicting, and you want to keep on helping. So that's
And listen, I do the old report card. I kind of rate who's going to the event and who's not. When somebody wants those Flyer tickets or Eagles tickets, I'm like, let's see, who was at that event last week? So it's a little guilt, little mom guilt that taught me, over the years.
So what's your passion? What do you like to do? What do you like to do yourself when you got a few minutes to yourself? When you
Well,
get time?
listen, when I'm at work and I'm a fisherman by heart, I fish all over the place. Fish down Florida Keys, actually for a great cause. We support the Ronald McDonald camps that go on the Poconos. So we've been doing that for years. But fishing is great. Love boating.
And Key West, of course.
Key West is a
You're a big
favorite
fan
spot.
of Key West.
Yeah. And right now, to split the time at Rock Hall, Maryland, which is a little tiny town on the Chesapeake that not many people know about, but it's quiet.
I know Rock Hall well.
Yep.
And Key West as well. Both great places to hang out.
Yeah, completely different. 100% different, but
Yes.
that's all great.
Key West is a little Groundhog Day, and Rock Hall is very laid back.
Yes.
So it's good stuff either way.
Yep.
So last question is going to be this: if you were able to give advice to anybody out there regarding, I don't care if it's business or personal, just in improving their life in any way, shape, or form, something that you've learned along the way, what would it be?
Surround yourself with great people, inside and out. You surround yourself with great people that have those core values that you do. Great things happen. It's hard sometimes, but you got to disconnect with those people that don't see the world the same way you do. And everybody has that opinion, but I'm talking about the core. They have to be
Core
good
values.
They have to be good people. And when it comes to business, I tell people you can't train that, you can't teach that. So, I have listen, my parents have done a great job with me and all my siblings. So my parents did a good job, right? So
he's a nice boy.
I can't teach that, but give me somebody with core values. And right now we're developing a whole bunch of people that don't have the skill sets, don't have the experience, but man, they're great people, and they're going to take Hoffman's to a whole new level.
Nice. Well, that's it for us today. Lots of great advice from Bill Hoffman.
Thank you, Tim.
Bill, how do they get hold of you?
Listen, just get a hold of me. I'll give you my direct email, whoffman@hoffmanpest.com, or just hit hoffmanpest.com and you'll find us. And real accessible. I love picking up the phone, loving talking to people.
And there you go. So thanks for watching Walking and Talking with Tim. Keep on moving, and we will see you next time.
Thanks, Tim.